The 90s brought us some truly great Christmas classics, including such favorites as Home Alone 1 and 2, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and even Jingle All the Way. There are, however, some star-studded movies that were seemingly lost in the mix. I'm Michelle from PopCon, and here are the lost 90s Christmas movies. All I Want for Christmas. This lost 90s icon includes an all-star cast consisting of Ethan Embry, Thora Birch, Lauren Bacall, Harley Jane Kozak, Kevin Nealon, and Leslie Nielsen. In New York City, brother and sister team Ethan and Hallie O'Fallon plan a scheme to get what they want most for Christmas. As Hallie meets Santa and asks for the most intriguing gift, wishing her parents back together again. While the kiddos take off on a journey, unbeknownst to them, Tony shows much interest in their mother, Catherine. Ethan, apathetic about his parents' romantic plight, is blinded by a love interest of his own. A detailed game plan involving mice, phone calls, and your neighborhood ice cream truck help Ethan's love interest, Stephanie, with her woes. It also helps the brother and sister team take out their main interference, Tony. With a little luck from good old St. Nick, the kids achieve their goal. The Ref. American-ish actor Dennis Leary plays an out-of-luck thief whose partner leaves him in the middle of a heist and unwittingly takes an annoying married couple, Lloyd and Caroline, aka Kevin Spacey and Judy Davis, captive. He soon realizes he made a huge mistake when their extortionist son and degrading in-laws enter the scene. Their frivolous squabbling and serious family issues begin to drive him insane. In order for his survival, he becomes their ref and helps to resolve their differences before he can be taken into custody. Trapped in Paradise. Nick Cage, Dana Carvey, and John Lovitz star in this classic, unknown Christmas movie. Dragged back into his crooked ways by his brothers, the savvy Dave and klepto Calvin, Bill struggles with deep emotional guilt. The three brothers come across a bank so simple to break into they can't refuse. The impending blizzard, hey, let's face it, we're all here for the drama, hits, leaving them stranded in the town of Paradise. While the threesome scramble all over town with their stolen dough, they are trapped by the goodness of the townspeople. Mixed Nuts. Mixed Nuts is one of my personal favorites. It hosts a melody of amazing actors including, but not limited to, Steve Martin, Madeline Kahn, Anthony LaPaglia, Juliette Lewis, Rob Reiner, Adam Sandler, Liev Schreiber, Rita Wilson, Parker Posey, and Jon Stewart. I know, right? Philip, Catherine, and Mrs. Munchnick run a hotline for people with serious issues to call. Sounds easy peasy, right? Landlord Stanley gets extreme enjoyment from evicting people and has no problem sending a notice to Philip. Philip loves to help everyone, and that's not lost on Catherine. It helps her love him even more. Louie is a neighbor in love with Catherine and enjoys writing and singing songs. Chris loves wearing dresses, dancing, and listening to beautiful music. Then we have Gracie and Felix. They just happen to be pregnant. She loves Felix, and Felix loves to paint. The Seaside Strangler pulls all the storylines together as their fear intensifies over the course of this hysterical Christmas comedy. While You Were Sleeping. Holding a lonely secret crush on the very handsome Peter Gallagher, who walks by her booth every day, the beautiful introvert and Chicago L ticket attendant Lucy, aka Sandy Bullock, is about to have a chance at love. Lucy just happens to be working the Christmas shift when she witnesses her lover boy fall off the platform. In a spur-of-the-moment decision, she jumps onto the tracks and drags him away just before he meets his possible demise. Due to faulty expectations by the hospital staff and the fact that Peter was unconscious, Lucy was named Peter's fiancé. Making things more difficult, Lucy meets the fam and they take her in like their own. She is engaged to their son after all, only to meet Peter's brother Jack, to which she begins to get the feels for. Jack begins to suspect something fishy. What does this mean for Lucy? Well, I'm a hopeless romantic, so sue me. The Long Kiss Goodnight. First of all, if you're a hardcore Die Hard fan and know that it's a Christmas movie, then bravo to you. The Long Kiss Goodnight is just as amazing and so underrated. You can never go wrong with Sam Jackson and the one and only Gina Davis. If you want the best Rice Krispie treats, head over to Caitlin's house. Her mom, Samantha Kane, makes the best in town. She's also a pretty good teacher at her daughter's school. After a small incident with a car and a deer, Sam, the character, not the Jackson, gets a small concussion and winds up remembering some things from her past. Then, what seems like a random break-in turns out to be some of Sam's old buddies that she doesn't remember trying to kill her. That's when Sam calls up a very impressive detective named Mitch. I love Mitch, aka Sam Jackson. Once Sam hooks up with Mitch, she starts to remember more of her past life, making her more deadly and Mitch more freaked out. I'll Be Home for Christmas. This 1998 comedy follows Jake, aka Jonathan Taylor Thomas, from LA to New York. a college student that must make it home for dinner if he wants to win his father's Porsche. Jake tries to talk his girlfriend Allie, aka Jessica Biel, into going to a tropical destination for the holidays. Allie decides she's not down for fun in the sun and she would rather spend the holiday with her family and tells Jake that she's done. A crush of Allie's, named Eddie, helps to drive her away from Jake, literally. Jake decides he would rather have Allie, and added incentive, his dad's Porsche, by going back home for Christmas. However, the football team Jake has aggrieved has other plans, leaving him in the desert wearing a Santa suit and nothing else. Allie makes it home as Jake fights his way back to her, learning a valuable lesson along the way. If we've missed a lost 90s Christmas movie on your list, let us know in the comments. Click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon for more videos like this one.